Hey guys, this is Caspi with Tape, and today you join me for episode 6 of Collaborative Warfare, and we have some solemn news. The VTOL we left at Seven Inlet was stolen because of Agonarch. Well, Agonarch destroyed the defense, so it was undefended, and then Penguin swooped in with, well, we believe that Penguin swooped in and stole the VTOL. It's, the real suspicion, our spy satellites weren't overhead during the time, but we did catch shots of it attacking Agonarch, so we believe Penguin performed a covert operation with our VTOL to attack Agonarch and try and spark a war between us. I will not be fighting Agonarch today, even though he blew up my defense. I was going to go after his plane, but no, that seems politically not very good, and there's a much greater evil in the world. The evil that is the war criminal, Penguin. He must be brought to justice, so we are going to fly over to his new island. We're going to take it, we're going to try and take his bomber, and we're going to have a war. And also, Velexy committed seppuku when we fired him into the sun. Alright, on to war! Yes, so it is time to let slip the dogs of war. And the particular dog of war today is this new HSI Mark 1, which I'm just going to get into the air first and then explain. Yes, this is indeed an actual fighter. It is equipped with ground attack stuff. I thought this would be best for the plans I have for it, because, ooh, bit of lag there. Yeah, the plan for this is this is going to defend the base, because I need to put a turret back down here, thanks Agonarch. And yeah, so I'm going to go and attack freaking, well, I'm targeting the Dimos, that doesn't matter, I'll change it later. A bit twitchy, but yes, this is a fighter aircraft, which is necessary because this will be the defense. It has an AI thing on it, and that's why it has sidewinders. I should probably throttle down a little bit. It's a very powerful aircraft, as was pointed out by the covert operation run by Penguin. My VTOL isn't a particularly amazing fighter, especially when it's missing its front section of its wings. Penguin, obviously, I don't know that in the series, but still, yeah. So I have been developing. Well, this is actually quite an old fighter if you've watched my channel for a while, but this is indeed a fighter aircraft. Hence, it's Sidewinder missiles, it's fixed guns, and this is for ground attack because I need to do a ground attack. So I have brought Hellfire missiles, but it is mainly for fighting. It's very maneuverable. It's quite small and sleek because the VTOL's quite heavy and large, so it's not particularly amazing at being a fighter aircraft. Not really designed for that. I mean, it is a fighter-style aircraft, and it can obviously fight, but if I'm going to have something defending my base in terms of like air defense, then this is definitely what I want. It's a very effective fighter, quite simple, decent wing design, quite big wings, gives it a lot of maneuverability, and it is very fast, much faster than a little faster than the VTOL in like a hypersonic high altitude flight, because we do have a long way to go. We have to get all the way over here, which is fine because I'm going to be traveling at about 1 kilometer per second as per on long distance flight. I obviously won't be flying at full throttle because it is a long way. This does have enough fuel. It does have 800 units of fuel, but it's best to, not use as little as possible, really. And this does just get more and more efficient, really, which is good because I need to be destroying things. Anyway, I thought it would be best to just speed up now because it was quite a long flight. I have a few things I'll like slow down for so you can hear like some things I was, maybe messaging to other people. But yeah, it's time to go and attack and go and keep our pride, because obviously Penguin is a bit of a Nazi. Well, he kind of is. I mean, he murdered innocent Kerbal. I heard it was because of his Kraken beliefs as well, mainly. That's what I heard. I mean, he's a thief, space thief, just attacks people who's freaking he has peace treaties with. I mean, he's just, pretty evil. So we're gonna go teach him a lesson. I mean, he takes a plane, he kills a Kerbal. He left my base, which was nice. I mean, thanks for leaving my base, Penguin, if you're listening, because, I mean, I'd have a real hard job doing this without that. Anyway, yeah, so I thought it would be apt to maybe go one up. He takes a plane, kills a Kerbal. I'm going to take a plane, kill a Kerbal, take a base, that sort of stuff. That's my plan, although he did take my satellite, so, well, we'll call the base a satellite, and that'll all be good. So, yes, it's just a matter of just speeding up a little. Well, no, actually, we're pretty much at cruise. Well, we are at cruise. It's not too. It didn't take that long in this aircraft actually. Very fast. Very easy to transit around Kerbal at very high speeds. Although this is more of a Mark III fighter than the, I guess, Generation 4 fighter type thing. But yeah, I have things in the works. But anyway, now I guess it's time to go back to live commentary me for a message to Agonarch. And right now, Agonarch is still not my enemy, despite what he thinks. Although, you know what? Even I guess this could be a message to Agonarch right now. Just you attack me, destroyed some of my stuff. It was shitty. If you're gonna believe what Penguin is saying, I attacked you in return, just to try and take out an aircraft. I failed, so you're one up. So we could call that a truce there. And if you do believe me, then you really shouldn't be friends with the war criminal that is the Penguin. Yeah. Yeah. That's something to think about. Maybe we'll discuss it more in the future. But anyway, back into 4 times time accelerate. There is no longer time to think about politics. Now we've got to think about the oncoming war that will inevitably start when I destroy Penguin. Because you know this has gone too far now. It's time for retaliation. And Penguin, you can consider this my formal declaration of war. I'm not a Nazi, Penguin is. Just go to and fro between me and him. Just like, he's a Nazi, he's a Nazi! Yeah, but, you know, we should maybe think about that. If not for covert operations, if it's not defended, which I'm not sure. Although, actually, even if guard mode is on, I mean, there was guard mode on my VTOL, and he still took it, so as long as I come up behind it, yeah. So I think that would be okay. I mean, I probably won't take it for a covert operation, but I might take it for just having another aircraft, because all of mine keep going missing. You freaking thief. He's a space thief. He's a plane thief. He's a hijacker. He's a terrorist. He was, you know what his plan was? You know what? From what we got from his satellite imagery, he was trying to kamikaze. He stole a plane and was going to crash it into a boat. Penguin's a terrorist and a Nazi. And a war criminal. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we can deduce from this. Penguin is a war criminal, a terrorist, a Nazi, a thief, a space thief. I mean, you know, he's, yeah. He, he's been attacking the Veluxy Empire, although obviously Velux has sadly committed seppuku and has been fired into the sun. I suggested that. Agonarch carried it out. It was very nice of him. It was a beautiful ceremony. Yeah, that is true. We did fire him into the sun. Yeah, he was, plagued by war. Just seppuku. So I guess he was Japan. Because they lost the war. Although we didn't drop any nuclear bombs on him, so, you know, much weaker than Japan. I mean, they took some serious effort to beat Japan. Okay, we're coming in. Should probably stop focusing on... That is what I want, right? I have targeted... Okay. I should really be slowing down. I should really deploy these. Want to be quite careful, obviously. I don't want to lose my aircraft, because I keep seeing... I do lose a few aircraft. Some of them my fault, some of them other people's fault! Like thieves! Thieves! Freaking thief. Yeah. Penguin is a bit of a master of covert operations. Probably why he uses tactical bombers and thievery. Wow, these are far apart. Must be a big runway. Good. This is also a very tactical part. It's between my territory and Agonarch's. And if Agonarch is to believe the war criminal known as Penguin, I'm making that a thing. Yeah, if he is to believe the war criminal known as Penguin, he might be coming for me. So this will be rather tactical to hold him off from getting across this ocean onto the Arctic. Which, you know, I mean, I've got a lot of land between me and the Arctic, but, oh, jeez. Oh, God. I should really not be heading right towards it. I'm going way too fast. I'm going to pull a turn. I'm going to stay away from it right now. Yeah, that is indeed. The LiDAR satellite imagery tells us that is the right kind of place. So, yeah, we will prepare for some wreckage. He's going to fire missiles, but don't worry. I have flares. It's probably fire up my engine again. I'm losing all my speed. So we're going to circle. We're going to come in. We're going to pop off all of our missiles. I'm going to save 2, actually, just in case that plane is offensive. We have no idea. We do know the lad will be offensive, but we don't know the plane yet, and I kind of want the plane, because, you know, tit-for-tat, and the Dimos Mark II apparently seems to be much better than the Dimos Mark I, even though I think it has to land on parachutes? I don't know. Some great design you got there. No, I'm just a little salty that he stole my plane. Anywho. Yeah, let's move in. Moving in for the kill. Get my BD Armory window open, change myself to Team B. Get a quick save right now, just, you know, make sure it doesn't crash. There we go, good. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's move in. We are moving in. Attack Velta Alpha, attack Vector Alpha, moving in, roger. Military sounding terms. Yeah, we're pretty sure it has LAD missiles, which are very, very dangerous, and possibly sidewinders from the satellite imagery. It's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, we are going to be popping away a couple of missiles, pulling out, and then maybe coming back around if need be, which hopefully won't be the case. Yeah, we're going to have to... Okay. Coming in for an attack run. Attack run 1. I think it also has multiple guns. Open fire. Open fire once again. Open fire. Open fire. It has sidewinders in the air. Throttling up. Pulling away. Popping flares. Evasive maneuvers. Evasive maneuvers! Oh, it's taken down one of our missiles. Evasive maneuvers! I'm moving incredibly slowly right now. It's hit. I don't know what the missiles are. I think we've dodged them. Oh, they're coming back around. Intercept missiles in the air. Coming right, not for us. Good. I think we've evaded them. Are we clear? I think we're clear. Okay. I have to say that was very well done. I was couldn't fire away too many missiles because of the huge amount of I fired all my missiles? Oh no, I still have 2 on 1 wing. Oh, I know, I mounted them in a weird way. That was foolish of me, now it's unbalanced, but it's fine, they're only Hellfires. Alright, we're going to take a low pass, check out the Deimos. Deimos? I don't know, there's a lot of ways you can say that. I probably say them all wrong. It's blocking the runway, annoyingly. Clearly Penguin's plan. Clearly an evil man. Yeah. If need be, I will obviously destroy it. I have no intention to, you know, treat it with anything less than, anything more than a tiny bit of respect. I want it for myself, that's all I can say. And I guess this would make us not even, because I've taken a base, and, well, not yet, but hopefully. I will have taken a base if I can land this plane. Which is pretty good to land, but I'm obviously, you know, used to landing VTOL at this point. And then I'll take a plane, which will make me the victor. And now I'm going to fire away a couple more missiles. I want to get his LAD targeted. I don't know, fuck it, I'll just fire it, it's debris. We've got the Hellfires armed, right? Yep. Still got quite a lot of fuel, I could definitely fly back. I'm not going to, I've explained for why. But, yeah, right now I just, you know. This doesn't have a lot of ammo, by the way. It's made to be very light, but surely enough to deal with Penguin. I mean, freaking Penguin. I haven't seen, well, the only combat, well, obviously I haven't seen him in combat, but say if I were to, I don't know, like watch his video, I would have, you know, seen him, well, he was outgunned. I don't want to go to war with Agonarch. He has very nice fighters, and that would not be right. Well, I guess kind of, given that he did blow up my defense. I mean, really, I should be retaliating, but there is greater evil in the world than someone who carries out a nefarious missile test. Anyway, that's properly wrecked. And now I'm going to put this down on the ground and take a look at that fighter. That bomber. Okay, successful mission! Ah, jeez, Penguin, step your game up, man. Now I understand why you have to resort to dirty tactics. Yeah, I smack talk. I smack talk a lot. Saying that was a pretty cool covert operation. Just trying to be a little humble, just in case he comes out with like a nuke. Although I've been working on various missiles. Some of them cruise missiles that kind of fly around. I mean, ideally I'd use a pulse jet on them and they'd buzz, but you know, it wasn't totally thing. Yeah, I've been working on something akin to a buzz bomb. Not totally the same, because I feel partly that I want to come up with my own stuff, and partly because I did get sent one by a very talented KSP ship designer, so I thought it would be a bit cheeky if I just designed one that looked exactly the same, which is a shame because it looked very good. Okay, gear deployed. slowing down. Should probably flare. I really miss air brakes, you know that? You know that? I can use these as air brakes, but I'll induce a yaw, so... not a yaw, a pitch. So, you know, not what I want. Whew! Fired a lot of flares off. Have to say that much. I was very worried about those missiles. Intercept missiles are actually quite good. They're better for heavier, bigger aircraft, but I have had trouble with them during testing in the past, taking out, like, non-heavy aircraft, like fighters and stuff. So they're probably a good choice, but, yeah, you know. Okay. Coming in. Coming in. Coming in hot. Coming in. Okay. Careful. There's debris on the runway I've got to be careful of, because someone blew up a turret here. Ooh. Ooh. Gotta slow down before that turret. Imagine if the guard mode was on and it just like fired at me. I don't think it has any guns. As of yet. Okay. Alright. Alright. Ah, yeah. Okay. Perfect. Effect. Brakes on. This is ours now. I should... Ooh, don't turn now. Wow, I needed every inch of that runway. So yes, the attack is over, but the mission is not. We've got to put our flag down, obviously the tape one. There was no penguin flag here, so I didn't actually take a base. So he can't start a war with me because of this. He just kept his aircraft there. So... yeah, he was squatting here as well, so he's a squatter, a terrorist, a Nazi, and a war criminal. So, you know, a lot of bad things going around, but he should really put down flags. I don't know if that's a glitch, or if he never really owned this land, so therefore didn't steal it from him, can't start a war. Not touching, can't get mad. Anyway, now it's just a matter of moving this aircraft onto a slightly better place. I'm going to move around here. I was going to take it all the way around to the plane, but then I realized the plane I want to steal will require a pilot, and I only have one, and I kind of need this plane to stay here. But I do have a plan for that, and we'll see that in a little tiny bit. But anyway, so I'm just going to store this down there, and I'll probably move it in a little bit, because, well, I may need it for defending this base, or possibly another if I can fly to it, which I do have a plan for. I'll probably also turn this off Team B. Oh, there we go. Because I don't want, when I put my turret out, I don't want it to get shot in the face, because that'd be pretty bad. I seem to be... I wouldn't want another Kerbal to die after another one got shot in the face yesterday. Well, another one of my Kerbals. There might be a Kerbal death yet. I seem to have mostly female pilots at this point. I think that's mainly because I think the Top Gun style volleyball scenes will be much more fun if they're not guys. So, I mean, that's just personal preference. I mean, we had a board meeting at my army and they were like, yeah, I think the volleyball scenes will just be like, just way better if it's all female pilots. And we're like, yeah, but, I mean, is that really a good reason? I think it's a good reason to pick it, General. Anyway, let's just leave this here for now, and see what I'm planning. Okay, so this is my vehicle, not breaking any rules. This is my turret, and I've attached to it a pod, because you can have up to 5 control pods. So basically what this is it's actually also a refuel, because I realize if I'm putting my turret here, I need to fly the plane back to defend my other base. And it's also got the guy in it to rob the plane. So yeah, this isn't actually breaking any rules, because yes, it's technically 2 vehicles, but it's the same amount of like probes. We're allowed up to, I think, 5 probes or something, and Penguin did that in space with his drop pods, which he used to steal my plane. And it's not an offensive thing, it's just a service vehicle which will be basically deleted. So it's not like it's giving me much of an advantage other than giving me a bit ability to move my plane. I could fly my plane back anyway, I just would rather have the fuel, and I need to take that plane. So, not breaking any rules, but if people are mad, we can discuss it later. Yeah, almost turned that on to Team B and killed everything, but I thought against it. So we'll just decouple this now, with this beam. Yeah, I guess that beam will be like extra armor, so that's totally cheating. But anyway, so yeah, just skipping ahead. It's just a matter of like lining up and ramming the plane with the claw, because we want some big holes in the engine. They're speed holes, so we can pump it full of fuel and fly it back. Because I was originally going to leave this here and put a turret somewhere else, but obviously I needed to deploy another soldier, well, another pilot, to fly the guys, to fly Penguin's plane. So you know, that's that's just a necessity. And I thought, while I'm dropping another pod, I might as well drop some fuel with it, just cause. I can refuel Penguin's plane though, because once I've captured it, I can refuel it because this isn't the same turn I flew it on, and I don't have to like be all sneaky like this. So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna, well, throw our Kerbal in there, refuel it, rearm it, fly it somewhere safe, and use it probably to shoot Penguin, because he's going to be pretty mad that I stole his base, which wasn't really his because he never put a flag down. Anyway, skipping ahead, it was quite hard to get on this plane. It's quite tall, so I positioned my fighter jet underneath it, and my Kerbal kept falling down and glitching. Annoyingly, there's actually a ladder right next to the cockpit of this plane, so that would have been made it way easier than like having to do a bunch of plane acrobatics. But anyway, I parked my fighter underneath it, climbed up onto my fighter, and climbed up onto the bomber, rather than just using the helpful ladder that Penguin left, which would have been, yeah, maybe smarter, but I think this was cooler. All my pilots are trained in sick ninja moves, so, you know, although this guy's a bit fully over, and it's actually a guy pilot. That's cray. I guess I could have. Oh yeah, I guess I could have just like captured this, recovered it, put it out with 2 pilots, and put a guy in my plane. Well, either way, it's the same thing. I mean, it had the same result, so who cares? Anyway, let's drop our little pilot into the. Well, we've got to get the other pilot out first, so we'll get our revolver out. Well, yeah. See, that's when I realized the ladder. I was like, fuck. But anyway, we'll get our revolver out and shoot him in the knees, throw him out, and then shoot him in the face. Sorry, bro. I'm sure you were a very good pilot, and that's why you must die, unless you want to join my corps. No? Okay. Yeah, obviously he wanted to join the Territorial Arctic Protection Entente. Everybody does, but well, he's evil. He bombed something. Never fight against me, but you know. I'm not going to wait for Penguin to fire against me. He's done enough. Now it's time to kill him. Well, it's already been time. We've wrecked him. And that's anyway, I'm going to recover that. And well, what am I doing here? Okay, yeah, I've recovered that and everything. Just shoot the Kerbal real quick, because, well, he's a traitor and a scoundrel. While the bomber's refueling and things, I'm going to fly this back to Seven Inlet. Because, well, now it's all nicely refueled, and it can go there and defend with the AI pilot, as I've said. I will skip through most of the flight because, you know, you've literally seen it today, so the rest is pretty cut up. I mean, there was quite a lot of live commentary in this, but this is post-commentary. I had someone comment last episode being like, I hate when people pretend post-commentary is live commentary. I don't know what he was referring to, because I remember saying in the post-commentary that it was that it was post-commentary, and then the live commentary in it was actually live commentary, so I'm not sure what that guy was referring to. But anyway, enough of me just complaining, because I couldn't reply to his comment, so, you know, I have to complain in the video. So anyway, let's fly this back, and you know the drill. I get up to altitude, I go about 1 kilometer per second, I just, like, burn through everything, and then, you know, move into land. So we'll just skip through the going really fast bit, because who even wants to see that? And yeah, this is at 4 times time accelerated, because this is a really long video. So yeah. We're just dropping in. This is 4 times time accelerated. We'll slow down for the landing. Pretty precarious. Hate this runway. Really short. Not very nice. But here we come. Nicely lined up. This was pretty risky. I knew it was a short runway, so I know how to put myself down in the first, like, third of the runway. And I did come down a little late, really. And a bounce didn't help. But I'm slamming the brakes on. I'm hoping I'm not going to die. I'm flaring the air brakes. I'm doing everything to try and stop myself hitting the end of the runway, and it looks like I'm gonna fall off, but no, I slow down just in time, because I'm awesome, although it is really close to the end right now, so we should probably do something about that. And my solution is use the guns to move me backward, so I got a little more turning circle, and then just, you know, so yeah, get my Vulcan cannons, move me back ever so slightly. This does take a little while, but we just need to roll back a little bit, and then make a nice big turn, leave it on the runway ready to take off and fight off anyone who decides they want to come here and oppose me. It would be very foolish to oppose me. You see what I can do. I take islands, I take planes, I'll kill Kerbals if they are my enemy, but only if they're my enemy, not if they're doing nothing wrong, because I'm not a Nazi. As we've established, Penguin's the bad guy, pretty much. We've established that today. Anyway, let's make our turn. and just leave this pointing down the runway. And this can take off quite quickly, so it's fine. It's got big wings. It can take off at about 40 meters a second, which is really nice. That's one of the big things I like about it. It was actually originally designed to be on like a proper aircraft carrier with a runway, but I could never get a runway quite big enough without just like breaking everything. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick to VTOLs on aircraft carriers at this point, which is a shame because it would be nice to have a massive runway, but it would just be too many parts and too hard to move and would probably break everything. But maybe I'll try it for just like a little project outside of collaborative warfare, and if it works awesomely, then that'll be great. Or maybe I'll build like a double runway one, like on Avengers. That'll be cool, right? It's like, oh, I'm flying down this runway. No, I'm flying down. It'll be awesome. You know it'll be awesome. It'll be great. People ask us why we don't use boat parts. It's because they break too easily. Like, they're giant sections and they break pretty easily. So they're not very good for a war, although it would make it easier, but they would just be super untactical. Like, you've also got to think about the hardiness of the things you build in this series. It's just, you know, I've been working on my boat and they're a bit weak, so I've got to make them stronger, and that sort of stuff. But anyway, now it's time for something else. I believe this is flying La Bomber back home. You can see I'm going to fly all the way over the Arctic to, well, I forgot what that, Warbury Claim, because that's quite far away, and it's far away from my other plane as well, so it'll make it hard to hit both of them. But yeah, I just want to put this somewhere safe, deep within my own territory, because I am assuming Penguin's either going to try and take it back or just destroy it. So I'm going to just take it really far away to try and limit his ability to do that. So yeah, let's get going. This is quite a heavy bomber, and also the wheel placement's kind of bad. I don't think Penguin realized, but the wheels are behind the control surfaces, which means it can't take off on the runway because you've got to have the wheels slightly in front of the control surfaces so that it pivots around the wheels so that it can pitch up like a plane. But I think that was a bit of an oversight, so you have to go to the end of the runway to take this off, which I imagine would be pretty bad if you landed it on grass and there was just no end of the runway. But yeah, that's just, yeah. Because the way this works now, the air is hitting those flaps and just pushing down on the wheels, and we can see my surface vehicle there, which I should probably delete. Although I could just leave it out. I mean, although that would actually give me a tactical advantage because it'd be harder to target my thing. So I will recover it because I don't want it to be like a tactical advantage. So yeah, it does take a while to get this off the ground, and the lag's pretty bad because this place is full of debris and craft, and it's quite a big aircraft, so you know, that's another factor. But yeah, once it's off the runway, it takes off all right. It's obviously much harder to fly than a fighter because it's, well, a bomber, a tactical bomber that is, because it's quite small. But still, quite hard to fly. Well, not hard to fly. It's just it doesn't pitch like it does. So you've got to climb more slowly, and it's just full of weapons. It's got like loads of hellfires and a bunch of bombs and a howitzer, because why not? I think it's the well, it's a bomber, so it can have a lot of ordnance. Obviously, if a fighter had that much ordnance, it would be a little unfair, but, well, I mean, people can use what they want. I tend to go for less ordnance so I can be more effective in, like, a dogfight or dodging missiles, and then just be very tactical with putting a few bombs on site, and that works pretty well for me. Anyway, in a little while you're going to see, oh yeah, so we're just going to cut ahead to me, because this took ages, and obviously I'm not going to leave all of this in, because we were already at 27 minutes. But anyway, once I got up to altitude, I had some trouble with this plane. Kind of made me wish I hadn't stolen it. Basically, it starts to oscillate, and you have to really work to keep it going just straight and not down. And it was like, I couldn't just leave it, which was really annoying. I couldn't just like let it fly. I had to constantly micromanage, and it has like a pitch issue, so it wasn't flying great like this. And also the lag was awful, so I had to stop recording most of this. To help the lag. I've got to turn those shaders off for big parts. For big craft, I've been informed. But yeah, this kind of made me. This took ages because it was a really long flight. So I almost just quit and crashed it into the ocean. But I decided it would be more reasonable to fly it all the way home, and I did figure out how to keep it stable. I just activated all the control surfaces at the back so it stayed pitched up, and then you could just leave it because I like to just be able to not constantly micromanage. So yeah, it did fly fine by the end, and this is a nice shot of it going over the Arctic. And then anyway, I did have a little more footage than this of me going over the mountains, but the game crashed because KSP and mods. So yeah, this is my landing. Technically my second attempt because the game crashed just after I landed. So and while I was moving, so I didn't autosave. But anyway, we're going to just touch down on Werbury's Claim. Now, Werbury's Claim isn't really much. It's just this random runway I have in the middle of, well, just off the tundra, really. This probably isn't like, it's pretty cold up here, just how we like it in the Territorial Arctic Protection Entente. And hopefully far enough away and on an insignificant enough platform that Penguin won't come and find it. But I imagine he probably will. He's probably hell-bent on getting his precious Deimos Mark II back. And I'm sure he knows how to fly it, so it's less painful. Although, in the end, it actually wasn't that bad. I could just pretty much just leave it to do what it wants, because it was like a really long flight because of all the lag and the almost 1,000 kilometers I had to travel. That was pretty bad. But anyway, now it's quite... I was going too slowly at this point. I realised why there's drag chutes on the back. Landing something like this, quite hard. You kind of just want drag chutes. I mean, I did really try to build my stuff to land just without chutes, but I mean, it's actually quite a nice effect as well, kind of like a shuttle type landing. I have mixed feelings about this bomber, but that's only because I did a really long flight in it. Anyway, for deploying the first drag chutes, those are drogue chutes, but chutes for landing are usually called drag chutes, even though those are actually drogue chutes. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Anyway, and then we'll put it down and fire the other chutes, because I really don't want to lose this. So yeah, this is the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you're looking forward to me using Penguin's bomber to kill him. And I hope you're looking forward to the oncoming war. This has been KSP with Tape. I will see you next time. Yeah.